I haven't made a video in a really long time, and it's definitely because I've been super burnt out the last like month and a half-ish, and it just kind of means I got to put all my effort into like my mandatory things instead of like, you know, YouTube or side projects and stuff. And I mean, I'm not bringing anything to the table by saying like, you know, burnout sucks, right? Like, you know, everybody knows that. Everybody has burnout to some extent. But I've realized recently, a lot of the time during these periods of burnout, I spend a lot of energy just feeling bad about it and just worrying about it and being like, oh, like I spend way too much time worrying about how it's gonna affect my future, my prospects, instead of just working hard to kind of get out of the rut. You know, I spend so much time trying to plan exactly right so that I can optimize my time so that I can try to reach all of my goals faster or in a more efficient manner. And then when that doesn't work out because I'm burnt out, I don't have that much energy throughout the day to do every single thing I want to do for whatever reason. You know, I'm not a scientist. I don't know how burnout exactly works. Besides, it's cold out, a lot of stuff to do. Been doing the same thing every day. You know, everybody kind of has experienced it in some way or another. But yeah, I just want to say, like, you know, I spend so much time worrying about how it's affecting me, and I feel like that time is so much better spent just doing stuff. Like, if I'm burnt out, the only thing that makes me feel better, having tasks done. And you know what doesn't make me feel better? Thinking about doing all of those tasks and thinking, oh fuck, now I gotta do all those things tomorrow because I didn't do them today or whatever. One of those things that I feel like helps kind of drive me to do stuff when I feel like passionless from burnout is library time. I know that's like such a stereotypical, like, you know, everybody says that, oh, just go to the library a couple hours a day. Like, and I understand why. Like, I don't like going to the library a couple hours a day. It sucks. Like, now I have a mandatory amount of time to work during that day instead of, you know, wanting to work and then just blaming burnout or ADHD on not working. You know, it's kind of hard to not work at the library. I mean, I'm managing it right now by recording a YouTube video, but like, you know, it feels weird to be in a library and like scroll reels or like, you know, do whatever. Like, you manage it. I can manage. Sometimes if I'm still really feeling like it's hard to work and I'm in the library, I just work on a side project, or like I work on something that still feels productive, but it still doesn't, like, you know, it's not like an assignment or something. But I still think that's better than just feeling like I have no energy and that I have no like driving force. Like, there's almost never a time where I'm like too tired to work. It's mostly just like, oh man, I'm in my, you know, I'm not gonna work that hard if I'm in my room, and that's also the place where I watch YouTube and do whatever. You know, the separation spaces help so much. Yeah, burnout sucks. I'm really excited for it to be not burnout season anymore. I was gonna make a video very similar to this or something about burnout like a month ago, but right as I was like, oh, I'm feeling this right now, I should get my ideas down. I stopped having. It's not that I'd stopped having the time, but like I stopped having the energy to focus on this and then also focus on school and then also focus on, like, you know, side projects and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely beatable. I mean, it's definitely, I think you don't want to just like push through burnout. Like, you don't want to be like, I'm burnt out, but fuck it, I'm gonna do the same thing again. I'm gonna do the same thing every day, and I'm just gonna do it. You know, I'm gonna stay locked in. Like, I've done that, and I think it makes it worse. Like, it definitely, like, working through burnout sucks. Like, you definitely have to give yourself breaks and stuff. But like, I think there's a difference between brute forcing it and developing things to make it easier. Because just making your life easier makes burnout less of a pain in the ass, you know? And just those big things, like, I blame like willpower for not doing things instead of just like being smarter about my environment. Like, that perfect example of like making burnout easier to manage. Just like, you know, those techniques. Comment your burnout techniques. Yeah, I think that's